History of computer. What would we expect to learn on this subject? Of course, to be familiar with the history and the development of computing devices. Why is it important to learn about this history? It's because we cannot use or develop certain technology without knowing the roots. So this is the most important thing to start or to begin with this subject. Okay, let's now learn about the earliest computer. So the ancient time, everything that the humans do are all manual, from preparing fire, farming, and many more. This is because of the absence of electricity and resources for industrial technology. The abacus is considered to be the first computer. It was created by the Babylonians in 300 BC and helped them in performing calculation. Abacus was often wrongly attributed to China, where in fact it was Babylonian who created the abacus. The abacus is still used today, principally in the Far East country. This is the sample of ancient abacus, and while these images is sample of modern abacus. On the upcoming slides, I will be mentioning some people that have been significant in developing the computers. The first on the list is John Napier. John Napier is known as the inventor of logarithms. So John Napier is invented the logarithms as a form of technology that allows multiplication to be performed via addition. He invented an alternative to tables, where its logarithm values were carved on the ivory stick. It was being called a Napier's bone. So this is an example of Napier's bone. And also this is now the modern set of Napier's bones. William Oughtred, with his companion, created the his slide ruler in 17th century, using the John Napier work on logarithms as their basis. So this is an example images of slide rule. While Blaise Pascal is the best known of his invention of the Pascaline calculator, he invented this type of technology as an aid for his father, who was a tax collector. So this is the images of Blaise Pascal. So Blaise Pascal is interested in calculating may have come from the desire to assist his father with the numerous calculation required in his job as a superintendent of taxes. In about 1642, Pascal developed a calculator called arithmetic or Pascaline. So this is a sample image of Pascal calculator. Next is Mr. Leibniz is a German mathematician, a philosopher. He occupies a prominent place in the history of mathematics and history of philosophy. He invented the rec, reckoner, a digital mechanical calculator, in 1672, and it's completed the device in 1694. So this device managed four functions like addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. The calculator he called Step Reckoner. The next we have is Joseph Marie Jacquard. He played an important role in the development of the earliest program Loom, which played important role in the development of computer, that the other and the order of programmable machine. Mr. Jacquard invented the mechanical loom, first distributed in 1901, that simplifies the process of manufacturing textile with complex patterns such as brocade and damask, and many more. The loom was controlled by chain of cards, a number of punch cards laced together in a continuous sequence. This is a sample of jacquard looms. So it's like a dotted, there's a pattern, and there's a string. So this is the person working, and this is a close-up of jacquard card. And this is tapestry was wooden by the jacquard loom. The next one is Charles Babbage. By in 1822, the English mathematician Charles Babbage was proposing a steam-driven calculation machine. So the size of the room, which is called a difference engine. So this machine would be able to compute tables of numbers such as logarithms table. He obtained the government funding for this project due to the importance of numeric tables in ocean navigation. By performing their commercial and military knives, the British government have managed to become the Earth's greatest empire. But in the time frame, the British government was publishing a 7 volume of set of navigation table, which came with the companion volumes of correction, which showed that the set had over 1,000 numerical error. But construction of Charles Babbage different engine proved exceeding difficult, and the project soon became the most expensive government-funded project up to the point of English history. 10 years later, the device was still nowhere near complete. The acrimony abandoned between all involved and funding dried up. The device was never been finished. So Babbage analytically engine in two main parts: the store where the number are held, and the mill where they will be moved into new result. While Ada Lovelace is the English mathematician writer, and also he was being a part of. She also worked on Charles Babbage's early mechanical general purpose of computing, the analytical engine. So her notes on the English engine include what is recognized as the first algorithm intended to be processed by a machine. So she is the one who worked on that one, and the first computer programmer. So the next one is Mr. Herman Hollerith. Is the American statistician and inventor who developed mechanical tabulator based on the punch card to rapidly tabulate stats from millions of pieces of data. So this is the Mr. Herman. So he was the founder of Tabulating Machine company that later merged to become IBM. Hollerith is widely regarded as a father of modern automatic computation. So the first automatic data processing system, it was used in the count of 1890s US Census. So he was developing a whole electrical circuit causing the counter of the incremented and lead and sorting of blocks to open. So in more details, each card was placed uh, into a reader. So this is the sample one. So analog. So this is the machine that they created. So whole rate key punch machine. So all 62 million Americans were counted by punching the hole into a card from the census form. So it's like a punch ticket when you ride a bus. So it's like a hole or the dotted punch card. So what a concept in 1891. So this is the image, sample image. So electrical engineering was it was issue of electrical engineering was 19 November 11, 1891. The page, the top is the census form filled out to the census taker. So this is the high tech in 1890s style. So they begin a data processing made in August 30, 1890, covered by Scientific American. So this is the publisher. So it's more on binary concept, a whole and no whole. So thank you and God bless. Okay, please take time to visit the link I shared on the Google Classroom for more reference about the history of computer. So please take time to watch on that video. Okay, thank you.